Anti-ICE protests erupting in Minneapolis and across the nation after the shooting of a Minnesota woman. As DHS says, new video of the moments beforehand proves Renee Good was, quote, stalking and impeding a law enforcement operation all morning long. You can hear what happens to her honking the horn. Dustin Grage is a Townhall columnist based in Minnesota, and he joins us now. Dustin, great to see you this morning. Thanks for joining us. So you've been out in Minnesota for some time now, and you covered the protests 4 years ago after the George Floyd incident. Can you give us some sort of sense of comparisons between the protests we're seeing now and the protests you saw back then?
Yeah, no, completely. And what it is right now is just simply put, there's just not simply the same energy or the numbers that there was 4 or 5 years ago at this point. Back then, we were seeing crowd sizes 7 times the size of what we are now. There was a lot more energy and ultimately a lot more flames in the summer love. Right now, the winter love isn't quite kicking off to what it used to be. And simply put, it's because of videos like this that have recently come out where we're seeing 3.5-minute narrative busters where DHS and President Trump ended up being correct from day one that this woman was impeding on law enforcement. She knew exactly what she was doing. She wasn't simply a mom dropping off her kids or in the wrong place at the wrong time. She had been following them all day at this point and ultimately honking her horn and smiling and dancing to the beat of it. And ultimately, how do we get here? It's because of politicians like Tim Walz, who came out here, labeled these ICE agents as Gestapo, and Peggy Flanagan, our lieutenant governor, who told these activists to, quote unquote, put their bodies on the line, and unfortunately ended up costing a woman's life at the end of the day, unfortunately.
Yeah, speaking of politicians, we also have seen Ilhan Omar and Congresswoman Angie Craig confronting agents at an ICE facility yesterday. I want to play a quick clip from that.
This is just one more example of this administration and Kristi Noem violating the law. This administration continues to use Minnesota as a political stunt. And earlier this week, it got a woman killed.
When people are disappeared in the darkness, American democracy dies. They are not only disappearing people who have committed crimes, who are in this country undocumented. They are disappearing U.S. citizens.
Okay, DHS issued a response to that saying the members of Congress were notified their visit was improper and out of compliance with existing court orders and policies, which mandate that members of Congress must notify ICE at least 7 days in advance of congressional visits. Because they were out of compliance with this mandate, Representatives Omar and her colleagues were denied entry to the facility. I think it's really interesting, Dustin, that if you listen to them, 2 weeks ago, all of these Democrat politicians were embroiled in one of the biggest financial scandals that we've ever seen in this country. They seem to be so relieved to be running off to the next controversy to get away from that burgeoning scandal.
No question. And it's just, you just got to laugh as if this country didn't vote for mass deportations. We saw that in the election results. And even here in Minnesota, we saw good gains here that cycle. But yeah, ultimately, at the end of the day, they're trying to run away from their failures. And that's just simply put what it is at the end of the day. Over the last 2 months, Democrats have been on complete defense, trying to run away from these failures to the point Tim Walz dropped out of the governor's race. That's how toxic this issue has been for the Democrats. Now we're seeing 90-10 splits. And although this is only like a 60-40 issue right now with immigration in Minnesota, but it is in favor of them. So they are trying to push this as a wedge issue and continue to push that rhetoric of, hey, these ICE agents, they're Gestapo, and you have to put your bodies on the line. And yeah, you're disappearing your neighbors. And yeah, fortunately, at the end of the day, this is the end result.
Running from their failures, you're putting it kindly. I suspect it's failures and so much worse than that. Dustin Grage, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Great to talk to you.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.